To begin with, feet on the floor, shoulders resting on the floor, and maybe just gently lifting the hips and rolling down the spine just to get the whole length of the back resting on the mat. Weighing heavily down now. Perhaps your knees gently dropping together. Being completely rested, completely settled here. Taking a slow, steady breath. Deeply in. Deeply out. As you rest here, my breath now moving into the chest, into the belly, and then letting go. Bringing this warm breath into the chest, into the belly, and again letting go. Slowly breathing in, slowly breathing out. Steady round, in and out. And feeling the warmth of the breath, like the warmth of the sun, and slowly radiating down through the body, across the surface of the body, and deeply into the tissues, into the fibers, into the joints, the muscles, into the individual cells. That warm breath is spreading as if you were just slipping into a warm bath, resting in the warm sunlight. Feel that relaxation across the whole body. A sense of ease and calm. Continuing steady rounds of breath. Sense of ease. Slow, steady rounds. In and out. Breathing in and breathing out. Into the chest and the belly. And then out once more. Final time here, breathing in. Breathing out. And perhaps now feeling that warmth into the fingertips, into the toes. Then step your knees up into your chest as you do. Wrap your arms around, hug them tight. Lifting up the head. Just lengthening the back. We'll be working with the spine today. Feeling this lift and then gently lowering the head. Exhale, lifting the head, chin towards the knee. And inhale, lower. Lifting. And lower. Just repeating a few times. Inhale. Release. Up. And release. Last couple of times. And gently stretching out the whole of the back all the way up to the back of the neck. Releasing down, last one like this. And letting go. Just swiftly take the head side to side. Rolling over. Back with the head. And stretching out the neck. Then we'll bring a hand to each knee and sort of circle the knees, nice and gently. Taking the knees a number of times in this one direction. Just circling through the joint. And again, feeling this warmth now, feeling this sense of flow, fluidity that comes this time of year. Changing nature of our environment. And then begin to circle the other way. Nice. Steady rhythmic flow through the joints, feeling this warmth and heat building in the hips. Try to keep the back pressing down nice and heavily, so just really isolating this movement into the joints. Keeping the spine elongated. Bring those knees back in. We're going to keep the right knee close now. Bring the left foot to the floor. The left foot back on the floor, right knee in, and then sort of circle the right ankle. Going a number of times in the first direction, circling through. And then circle around the other way. Point, flex the toes, nice and steadily. And with the hands on the shins, start to feel this motion of pointing and flexing as it comes up the leg. So starting to recognize how the body interlinks. No part of us is working in isolation. The whole body fits together harmoniously. From here, start to lift this foot up. Bring the hands now to the back of the thigh. Again, let's take some circles with this ankle. We'll go a few times in one direction, circling around, nice and steady. Then go the other way. From here, you can keep the left foot on the floor, or perhaps sliding it a little bit further away from you now. Again, just feeling as you lift and point the toes, that movement down the leg. And then as we inhale, we're going to think about lifting up and sliding the hands up the legs, as if you're giving yourself a big massage. And then exhale, releasing head, shoulders, hand back down. And then just working with the breath, inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, lowering down. This lovely massage through the leg, lifting. And releasing. Lifting. And releasing. Keep it going steadily. And up and down. Couple more times. And then gently coming up, we're going to hold now. The hands where they comfortably reach. You can soften the knee, and let the shoulders and the head soften down. Just taking this nice stretch. Breathing steadily, nice big inhales. Exhales. Feeling both hips weighing on the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one here. In. And out. And then slowly we're going to bend this knee. And use your left hand just to rock the right knee over to the left side, coming onto the left hip. And maybe the knee floats in the air, using the hand to support it. Or you can just let that leg come freely down as far as it does, comfortably, and then stretch the arms out either side. And bending at the elbows, bring the backs of the hands up either side of the head, so you're creating a big U shape with the arms. The shoulders way down, the elbows way down, turning over to the right side. And just relaxing here. Breathing fully in and fully out. Slow, steady rounds. In and out. Keep it going, breathing in. Breathing in. Nice full breath in. Full breath out. Continuous round. And then slowly inhaling, coming back onto your spine. Bring both knees back into the chest. Wrap your arms around, hugging tight. And then slowly bringing the right foot to the floor now. Bring the hands to the left shin. And hug that left knee in nice and close. Shoulders weighing down, back weighing down. Breath slow, steady and fluid. Steady breath in. Steady breath in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep it going. And circling the knee. Circling the ankle. Knee pulls it. Again with the hands on the shin, feeling how this motion, you circle the opposite way, just travels through the leg. Not just isolated in the foot, the ankle, working harmoniously through the whole body, pointing and flexing the toes. And then gently from here, start to lift that foot up, hands to the back of the thigh. And again, we're going to take these circles, this time with the leg extended. A few rounds, a few points and flexes. And perhaps extending the opposite leg, grounding the heel. And then from here, that option to begin to roll the hands up as you inhale, down as you exhale, creating that lovely massage through the leg. Slowly lift and lower. A few more times. And I'm going to hold. And let the shoulders and the head just drop towards the earth comfortably. And you're taking a few breaths. So feel as if you've got time here just to slowly stretch out, keeping the opposite leg nice and heavy. Keep the breath soaring down into the chest and the belly. Breathing in fully. Breathing out slowly. A couple more times here. In. Out. Breathing in. And out. And then slowly releasing that knee into your chest. Use your right hand to draw across the body. And stretch out the other way, perhaps bending the elbows again, letting the Elbows in the head, way heavy. Hands facing, palms up. You get this little twist now through the back into the hip. You can support the knee with your hand if it's floating. Try to find a little bit of comfort there in that position. Last couple of breaths in and out. Final time inhaling, exhaling. And inhaling, coming back onto your spine. Bring both knees into your chest. Final time here, hug those knees in. Lift the head, extend the spine, finding some quality, some balance. And then we'll bring the feet onto the floor. Palms down by your side. We're going to just roll the hips off the ground, rolling up the spine as you inhale, lifting up to the ceiling. And then exhaling, slowly rolling down. Inhaling, lifting up to the sky. Exhaling, slowly rolling down. We'll keep this going like a flow. Inhaling in. Exhaling up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep that going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last couple. Inhale, lifting the hips now high as they go. Drawing the belly and the ribs. Slightly lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Bring the knees up to your chest, and this time either rolling onto one side or take a roll a couple of times up the back, keeping the chin tucked in. Getting a little massage there on the back of the body, and then finding yourself coming up into boat pose. So here, the sitting bones, the base of the pelvis are on the floor. We're lifting up the spine, and then bringing the hands underneath the thighs. Sitting up really nice and tall, lifting the feet. And then again, drawing the chest in. Then from here, we're just going to take a few rounds. Exhaling to lower the right foot. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, lowering the left foot. Inhale to lift, and just alternating there, slowly, steadily, taking your time. If you want a little bit more, perhaps take the arms out by the sides and just lift and lower this way. Just going to strengthen in the hip flexors, a little bit of the glutes, all the muscles around the hips, they're all part of the core of the body. So really, I think of the core as everything from the hips to the waist. And this whole section all works harmoniously. Nothing is completely in isolation in our body. Perhaps now you move both feet together harmoniously. Really starting to feel perhaps the strength building, again the warmth in the muscles and the joints. A couple more times like this. Pulling in that belly, feeling the strength in the core. And then coming back up. As we inhale now, we're going to extend shoulders back, feet away. And then exhale back up. If you want to give yourself a hand, grab hold of the legs to help you come back up. Up to you. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, center. Inhale. And exhale. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, center. Last time we're going to inhale, extend, and hold for 3, 2, one more, 1. Coming up for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's cross the ankles and come forward into all fours. And then tuck under your toes. Sink your hips back. Take a nice stretch through the back body, over the belly. Soften into the thighs just for a moment. There's extension here. Maybe you keep the toes tucked under, maybe you let the toes come to the ground. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to rotate through the shoulders, so softly, also pick your right hand up to the ceiling. And then take it back towards your hip. And then bring it back. You can take the left hand up to the ceiling, back towards your hip. And slowly coming back. And we're going to turn to look over to the right. Starting to get a very small twist through the back. As you rotate the hand back to the heel. And then we'll go the other way. So again, slight twisting in the waist. Checking in, the feet are steady. Again, the toes can be tucked or untucked, up to you. Whatever feels best in your body. Just getting this flowing motion, almost like a swimming back and forth with the arms. Lovely rotation into the shoulder and just a natural rotation in the neck as we look each way. A very slight movement through the back and the chest. Last time, finishing on the left arm. Coming back to face forward. Walk those hands now as far as they go. Then as you inhale, we're going to bring the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to have the toenails to the floor. Start to lower your chest down onto your belly. Inhale, chest up, belly down. Exhale, hips come back to the heel. We'll do that again. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, belly down, shoulders lift. And then exhale. Coming back. Let's keep that flowing. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lower, 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Continuous flowing now. Inhale, forward, working through the whole body, creating some warmth. Sinking. Inhale, forward. Lowering 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, last 2 rounds, floating forward, building up. Sense of flow, energy through the body. Squeezing the glutes as they soar back. Very last time like this. Inhale, forward. Keep the belly in as you lower through, squeezing it up. Even as you lift now, squeezing the belly into the spine. And then sinking back. Taking a moment, hopefully feeling now some warmth beginning to spread through the body. As you inhale, coming out to all fours, tuck under the toes, send those hips back. Separate your feet the distance of your hips. Spreading toes to make a really nice, big, wide foundation. Drawing the heels backward. And then looking forward, check your fingertips are spreading wide. A nice foundation there. Palms of the hands gripping into the ground, heels of the feet gripping down towards the back of your mat. And perhaps you're blessed with the flexibility to reach the heels down. In that case, maybe step them back. Widen up that dog, make the space. Keep breathing steadily. Inhale. Exhaling 2 more times. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more time. Inhaling in. Exhaling, looking forward. Let's step to the hands. Come into a nice forward fold. Hanging out here at the front of the mat. And breathing steadily. Let the head and chest bow down. Softening into the legs. Feeling the breath in the body. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhaling, start to roll yourself up to stand. The knees can stay soft, back. Slowly straightening, lengthening out. Lift the fingertips now all the way up. And then exhale, folding back into the legs. Inhale, lifting the chest up halfway. And exhale, bend the knees, step the feet back. From there, you can lower the knees or The lower halfway into chaturanga, bending the elbows back, keeping the belly strong. Back straight, and then inhale. Tap your slight arch, squeezing the glutes, protecting the back by engaging the muscles, and then inhale. Saw those hips back to the back of the mat. And breathing slowly. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then from here, inhale, we're going to pick up the right foot off the ground. Exhale, draw this right knee into the elbow. Inhale, lift the foot up. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more round. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to elbow, stepping the foot now behind the wrist. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toe. And just start to bring the weight back. And then just walking back and lifting up the front toes, straightening that front leg. We're going to lift up, lengthen so the back stays long, chest is high, and then just choosing whether you stay here, the hips over the knee. You can come a little bit further back. And that's going to begin to strengthen and build in this left quadricep. Lifting the toes, we're going to find a nice stretch on the right hamstring. We're trying to stay inhaling, lifting in the chest, lifting in the back, and then maybe folding, keeping length in the spine. So walking the hands forward, trying not to completely collapse down, but instead focusing on reaching forward. And then breathing steadily here, inhaling all the way up and down the back, this leg, and exhaling. Couple more deep rounds in and out. Take a look at the hips. See perhaps if there's a bit more squaring. So perhaps you pull the right hip slightly back. So you've got an even pelvis. Breathing steadily. Last one here. In deeply. Out deeply. As you inhale, slowly look forward. Come up. We're going to bring the weight forward now. Back into our lunge. So starting with the knee above the ankle. And then think about opening up this left hip now. As I said, all these muscles link in together. So all these stabilizers around the pelvis, around the back work in unison. Inhaling, squeezing, engaging the glutes. Breathing steadily. Big inhales. Big exhales. Breathing in. Breathing out from here if you want a little bit more. Again, think about lifting up those front toes, maybe sliding the front heel further away. And just finding the stretch this way. Breathing in, keeping a lift, keeping length in the back. Exhaling. A couple more times here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling, nice big breath. Exhaling. Final time, in, out. As you inhale, the front ankle is going to resume its space beneath the front knee. You're going to tuck under the back toe, lifting the knee now into low lunge. And checking our pelvis is fairly steady, both hips equally drawing back. And choosing whether you stay here on the fingertips, lengthening the spine forward, or perhaps begin to float those arms up. Breathing steadily in, drawing the belly, and steadily out. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. One more time here, in. And then exhale, float the hands down, step back. Lower through. Inhale, lift the chest. Feel free to have the knees and belly on the floor here. Squeeze those glutes and then exhale, take them back and up into downward facing dog. Breathing in fully. Breathing out fully. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last couple of times, breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up to the hands. Take an inhale, lift, lengthen. Take an exhale, folding down. And then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, refold. We'll take the other side now. With an inhale, lifting up halfway, lengthening out chest, belly. And then exhale, bend the knees, step the feet back. Lower through. Inhale to lift and extend. And then exhale, hips float back and up, downward dog. Take one breath, settle the feet. Feel steady through the arms, so strengthen them. Then inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring this left knee into the elbow. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, 2 more times. Draw the belly in, lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift and extend. 1 more. Exhale, knee to elbow, stepping the foot down. Lower your back knee, untuck the toes. Take a moment now just to slowly steady yourself. Walking the hands back, lifting these front toes, straightening out the front leg. So check your hips, roughly lining up the knee joints with those hips. And then perhaps coming a little bit further backwards, starting to engage into the wide quadriceps. Taking from there, the evenness in the pelvis, lifting the toes. Inhale, lifting the chest. Again, seeing if you can extend through the back to begin with. And then exhale, see if there's a fold. Keeping the head lining up with the rest of the spine. So probably looking towards your toes on that front foot. And getting this lovely hamstring stretch and this quadriceps. Both the glutes are switched on. So firing up there in the glutes. Breathing deeply. Inhaling. Exhaling. A few more times. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last couple here. In. And out. Final time in. And out. And then as you inhale slowly, you're going to come forward. And this time we're going to bring the hips ahead of that back knee. So getting this lovely openness now in the right hip. Extending the weight, extending the chest, the length through the body, length through the spine. Breathing in fully. Breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last time here. In. Out. And then perhaps now you lift the toes again, coming into hamstring stretch on this front leg. And using the hands to support you. And you just slowly extend. Keep lifting and lengthening in the chest. Breathing in fully. And breathing out fully. Inhale. Exhaling. Keeping going. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. And exhaling. Last time here. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then inhale. Checking this ankle is once more beneath the knee. We're going to tuck under the back toe. Lift the back knee into low lunge. Hands steadily grounding, chest drawing forward. Back leg straight, strong, glutes squeezing. Almost a sense of lift in the glutes to keep that strength and straightness. And either staying here or beginning to ascend up. Keeping strength and lift through the legs. Drawing in the belly, drawing in the ribs, holding strong, inhaling, exhaling, deeply breathing in, breathing out. Last couple of times in and out, inhale, and then exhale, reground the fingertips, step both feet back. Lower through, knees halfway, whichever you prefer. Inhale, untuck the toes, squeeze the glutes, strengthen, and then exhale, float all the way back up to the sky. And find your steady breath once more. Lengthening the arms, lengthening the legs, soaring that weight towards the back of your mat. Feeling extension, strength through the whole body. Inhaling, exhaling, breathing in fully, breathing out fully. Last couple of rounds in, out, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, look forward. Let's get the feet up to find the hands. Take an inhale. Take an exhale to fold. Inhaling, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, gathering up. Palms come into the center. Give those glutes a squeeze. Draw everything into this center line as if your spine itself is magnetic. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms up, sink the hips down. Do a lot of work in the hamstrings. Now taking some time now to build the matching strength in the quads, the reciprocal muscles. Keep extending through the back. Imagine you're almost tucking under your tailbone, hollowing in that belly, drawing the arms up to the ceiling. Extend the hips back, extend the hands forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Steadily inhaling and exhaling. Keep it going. Breathing in fully. Breathing out fully. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last round here. In. And then exhale. Come a little bit lower. Reach those hands forward. Back. Lengthening. Straightening. Imagining perhaps even your belly coming on towards the thighs. Reach those fingertips forward. Inhaling 2 more. Exhaling, last one. Breathing in. And as you exhale, release. Straightening the legs. Pushing the hips up to the sky. Take an inhale, look forward. Take an exhale, fold back down. Inhale again, lift forward. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step the feet back. Lower the knees. Lower the chest. Nice slow, steady round. And then inhale, belly down. Going to walk the hands forward. Now your elbows come beneath the shoulders. Fingertips spread out across the mat, nice and wide. Coming into Sphinx pose. Your toes on the ground. Glutes once more engaged. Lifting up through the chest. Breathing steadily in. Steadily out. Continuous rounds. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keep it going. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last 2. Inhale. Drawing in the belly. Drawing in the ribs. Lifting tall. Letting go. Final time in. And you exhale, slowly release. Hands beneath the shoulders. Push back into child's pose. You can separate the knees if you like. Or allow the belly and chest to fold onto the left. And then just hovering here for a moment, letting the head rest down. Extending those arms, reaching them as far forward as they go. And just holding here. Softening everything down towards the earth. And slowly from here, inhaling, coming out to all fours. And then take the right arm all the way out, up to the seat. And then as you exhale, thread this right arm through and do 3 rounds, twisting underneath. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, threading through. Inhale to lift. One more time. Exhale, threading through. Coming now to rest on the shoulder. Let the left arm relax. Let the head relax down. And just breathe steadily here. Deep ground breath in. And deep breath out. Let's keep that going a few times. Inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing in fully. Breathing out fully. Slow and steady with the breath. In. In. If you wanted just add a bit more twist here, you can take this left arm up and just let it rest onto your back, palm facing up. Just rotating the shoulder towards the sky, giving a steadiness here. Breathing in fully and breathing out fully. Last 2 times in, and out, in, and releasing. Coming back to the center, we'll do the other side. Inhaling, left arm up to the sky, and exhaling, it threads underneath. Inhaling, lifting up to the sky. Exhale, threading through. Inhale to lift. Exhale, thread. I'll do one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale through, come to rest on the shoulder, the head, come down, the whole body. Relax here. Maybe on this side again, you've got that option to bring the arm up overhead, rest it onto the hips, and completely relax. And then slowly coming back, both hands to the ground, sinking the hips back to the heels, extending forward once more. And very gently inhaling, and to roll yourself all the way up to sit. And from here, we'll slowly come up tall. We're going to once more tuck under the toes. And then we'll bring the fingertips behind. Take a little lift up in the chest. That's one option. If you want a bit more, you can come up onto the knees. Again, bring the hands down, this time onto the heels. Coming into what's called camel pose, letting the chest lift. And the front of the body extend. Keeping the glutes engaged, keeping length in the back, so no collapsing into the spine. Finding the length there as you lift and extend, and then just letting the head lift up to the ceiling. No need to draw the head back any further than that. Finding lift and extension, breathing steadily in, steadily out, maybe turning the head up softly to one side. And gently allowing the head to come over to the other side. Back to the center. Squeezing the glutes, and then to return, you walk the hands up onto the back, and then push the hips into the hands. Coming into child pose this time, hands resting by the ankles, so the shoulder blades begin to fall apart. Grounding your forehead and your third eye onto the floor. Coming into this position of complete surrender towards the earth. Shoulders drawing apart, breath slowing down. Finding yourself in this stillness and steadiness. Complete release, letting go. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Nice steady breath. And then when you're ready, gently tucking the chin. Once more, rolling the body up. And uncross the legs, or you can cross them, have a go, placing the hands either side of you, pushing down to lift them. And then extending the legs forward. Bringing yourself onto your spine once more, so ending as we began here. And we're going to bring the left foot to the floor, bring the right ankle onto that left knee. And then either staying there or picking up the left foot, hugging the legs somewhat closer to the chest, flexing the toes, pushing the heels away, sending the toes back towards the knees. And just resting here steadily. Relaxing, softening down. And then just breathing slowly. Steadily. Continuous round, slow, steady breath. There's a flow in the body. There's ease in the body. And from here, perhaps lowering the left foot. And letting both legs come back over to the left side. You can either keep the legs in this position twisted, or you can uncross them, let one knee snap on top of the other. And once more, we're going to take the arms extended out either side, turning to face away from the knees. And feeling that sense of release and relief through the spine, the spinal muscles. And gently coming back to the center, uncross the legs. Opposite ankle onto the knee. Either staying there or gathering up those knees in towards your chest, hugging them gently in. Finding again, stretch through the back, through the left glute. Breathing steadily. Full breath in. Full breath out. Slow and steady. And then choosing to stay in this position. We're beginning to twist the legs now onto the right side. Perhaps they uncross instead, and you stack the knees one on top of the other, and then reach the arms out wide. Let the body relax here in stillness and steadiness. Finding this twist through the waist, through the spinal muscles. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Slow, steady, continuous round. And then coming eventually back to the center, extending hands and feet away. Elongating through the body. And then bring the hands down to rest by your side, the palms up, coming completely neutral now, Shavasana. Softening the whole body, letting go of the whole body. Allow yourself to rest here. Gently lifting the spine. And then feeling the breath once more coming into the belly, into the chest. And letting that go, that harmonious breath, a harmonious body. Deep and fluid breath. Flowing through the whole body. And when you feel ready, perhaps now that breath reaching all the way to fingers and toes, we'll wake them up once more. Feel free to rest in stillness longer if that's what your heart, body and mind desire. Otherwise, perhaps begin to take turns at the head, one way and the other. And then moving the knees into your chest, give yourself that great big loving hug. And roll yourself over onto preferred side. Where you can push yourself up to sit tall, lifting the chest, letting the shoulders drop. Coming back to sit. This once more lively position. Just feeling that warm breath. Drawing all the way through the body, warming you from the inside, that harmonious body, all acting as one now. I wish you a harmonious rest of your day, full of that warmth of the season. Namaste.